Alright, y'all, so this gonna be the story of the first time I seen a nigga get killed. This story takes place in the time frame about 95, 96. I was a shorty. Elementary school shit. Um, I'm usually asleep this time of night. Now, this time we living on Parkside, 843 North Parkside, the Greenhouse, candy store. Any motherfucker from over there know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I was sleeping in the basement. My sleeping space. I'm gonna call it sleeping space because I had no motherfucking room. I had sleeping space. Um, and the way our basement was at the time, because we had got it remodeled a little bit later. Well, they added some drywall down there, motherfucker. They didn't get it remodeled. Some drywall and made some room. But the way it was at this time, Maine had a room in the back of the basement, and Auntie Ricardo had a room right next to Maine's room. And it was an open space where the water heater and the boiler and shit was at. And my little bed was right there. And then it was a little open doorway right there. You go through it. And then there's another open doorway. You go through it, and then you could go up the stairs and up the stairs. If you go upstairs, the first flight of stairs, you'll be by the back door that leads to outside. If you go up the second set of stairs, you'll be by the back door that leads into the house. Anyway, that's just some context for how we was living. But anyway, so main room was right by my room. And Maine was my older cousin, so as you can imagine, everything he had going on, I was all up in this motherfucking business because I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? He had all the fly shit, had all the hoes. He had bitches coming in and out the crib, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Yeah, that's just the type of house my grandma's house was, like. Just the type of house it was. I mean, we had different motherfuckers living there at any given time. There'd be a new motherfucker living in that motherfucker. Any given time. But my room was next to my room. Kinda. So this particular night, I was only up because I have an older sister. Her name is Molly B. Shout out Molly B, y'all. But this day Molly B fucked me over. So Molly B had finessed or stole some money from grandma now. And I'm assuming the motherfucking heat was coming down on the hot. So while I was sleeping, you know what I'm saying, getting my 1, 2, 3 Z's on, she slid the money under my pillow. And some type of way, Uncle Harry waked me up and said, get your motherfucking ass upstairs. I ain't even get to explain no motherfucking side of the story. I ain't know what was going on. I ain't know why I was getting my ass upstairs. But as soon as I got upstairs, Grandma was putting switch to ass. I'm talking about wop, 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 switch to ass. And then after she got done, she like, say your ass out my goddamn purse. And I'm like, you throw that downstairs, I don't want to hear shit. I ain't even get to, I just got my ass tore off the bone. I don't even know. Don't explain what happened. Don't know what happened. Man, fuck Molly B. For real. No, shout out Molly B though. But anyway, that's why I was up that night. Now, Maine had this dog named Candy, right? Maine was in the dogs. He used to train the shit out of my fucking dogs. Like, Candy was cool. I liked the Candy, but then again, I hated that motherfucking bitch. Because he used to have that bitch chasing me around the house, biting on my ankles and shit. I remember this time we had these bunk beds. Man, anyway, that's no story. I'm still story here. But anyway, so he had this dog named Candy. He was just dogs and shit. So Candy was a pit bull, a pretty ass bitch. So the nigga Boosie lived next door. We was Colemans and they was Colemans. That's crazy. We had moved in right to another set of Colemans. So Boosie knocked on the window and told man to come out. Said they wanted to fight dogs. So man, shit, he ain't gonna be no opportunity to fight no motherfucking dogs. He got his shit on, got together and went on outside. Me, being the nosy motherfucker that I am, I got up because I wasn't finna miss this dog fight and went on the front porch. Now, at the time of the greenhouse, anybody know anything about the greenhouse, we had one of those enclosed front porches. And at nighttime, if it's dark, you can't see a motherfucker thing inside. But you can see clear outside that bitch. So, yeah, my nosy ass on the porch. I'm watching this dog fight. Candy tell that dog ball off the ass. Boy, Candy run through him. So, you know, man talking this shit. Who out there? That night it was Maine, Fish, Bubba, and Boosie. Maine, Fish, Bubba, and Boosie. So, Maine and Fish, you know what I'm saying, they get to having words. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, you know what I'm saying, I ain't think nothing of it. Mango put the dog in the house and shit. I'm not knowing when Mango put the dog in the house, he grabbed a blade out the kitchen. That I ain't know, because I wasn't fucking nosy. I wasn't trying. I was too busy looking out the motherfucking window, trying to see if they was talking about. And Fish was like the neighborhood bully. We had just moved around now. You know what I'm saying? And Maine had became a foe off the vision. They was called next up DIV foes at the time. And Fish was a body snatcher. Body snatchers wasn't that big at the time. I wasn't a body snatcher at the time. I was a motherfucking pee-wee-wee-wee-wee. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no motherfucking body snatcher at the time. And the body snatchers didn't even have parks at the time. They wasn't even parks. Wasn't even our block. We had they was still on Menard, and Parkside was ran by a nigga named Puncho. They was unknown vice lords. Shout out Puncho. Puncho on a wheelchair right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so my man go in the house and come back out. So I thought, you know what I'm saying, everything was done and over. But man come back out. I guess he's still woofing. Fish still woofing. So they get to fighting. Wah, 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 woo, 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 woo. Now, I won't say man was getting the best of Fish or Fish was getting the best of man, because I mean I feel like both of them niggas was giving as good as they gave, and that ain't no cap, that ain't me taking no sides or nothing. I feel like both of them niggas was giving as good as they gave, but the niggas broke the fight up, and man said Fish said something about shooting him. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't hear it. Now, I was a shorty, it was a minute ago. I ain't here. But all I know is whatever Fish said to Maine set him the fuck off. And Maine pulled out that motherfucking knife and just started hitting him. Whoo. And, I mean, bro, if you ain't never seen a motherfucker, that motherfucker shooting a nigga is one thing, but to take a knife, it penetrate a nigga flesh. Ugh. Oh. Man was a hot-head ass nigga anyway. But that's the first time I seen a motherfucker get killed. Man came in the house that day, you know what I'm saying? He was going through the emotions you go through after you do some shit like that. And he my grandma sent him away that night. He jumped the fence and went to my auntie Weedy house. And the next morning, he turned himself in and confessed the whole thing. Said it was self-defense. He ended up getting 10 years behind that. He got out. Man locked up again right now for... man got a bad temper. Man, the wild nigga. That's another story. He locked up again right now for something else. But free Maine. He go by Black Diamond now, though. Free Maine. But that's the first time I ever seen a motherfucker get killed on Parkside. If y'all like the story, comment, do y'all thing. I'm going to keep them coming, man. It's just going to be me doing these while I'm working on getting this music to y'all. Be smooth. It's your boy, Dirty.